Take a good long look at this. This is the face of everything I stand against. Welcome to another salty circus, bro. Today I'm making more of a personal video because the hashtag walkaway movement has surfaced, and I thought I'd just hop on that train before it's too late, because my videos are hardly ever relevant to the time that they're posted. So what's the hashtag walkaway movement? Well, the hashtag walkaway movement is when people share their story about how they walked away from being a Democrat or being a leftist or a liberal or a socialist or something. It's fresh and it's happening right now. And I love a good conversion story, but honestly, I hate any kind of movement because I think movements are gay and trendy, and I'm just way too cool for trends. I'm just way too cool. But I decided to get behind this one because it has something that that other hashtag trends don't have. Like the Me Too, hashtag Me Too, for example. Hashtag walkaway calls out real injustice. And yes, sexual harassment is not fair. It calls out something so unfair that they did something about it. Rather than complain and try to change society and other people, they change themselves. That's what I admire. So here we go. Hi, Salty, former socialist, Democrat, and drug addict. Back in my high school years, I hung out with all the outcasts and, the weirdo goth kids that, listen to Chelsea Grin and Law Dispute, and I actually still listen to both of those, but, I liked being kind of scary looking. I don't really know for sure if it was because I didn't want people to talk to me, because I really didn't like people, or because I wanted attention. And I'm not afraid to admit that because I'm literally posting a video of myself. Like, I could not get more narcissistic. And I still love tattoos and piercings and crazy hair. I love all of that. I love dressing weird. That's the only reason I liked hanging out with these kids, is because it felt liberating and rebellious, and we were rebels. And I want you to remember that. The word rebel. I want you to remember that for the rest of this video, okay? Because I'm gonna go full circle, okay? Just like my life. So naturally, the more I hung out with these kids, I got more into drugs and cigarettes and being a delinquent and causing trouble. Back then, I was pretty interested in law for some reason. I didn't really know why. And I had a law class, and a friend in my law class and I were discussing politics and where we stand, and he told me about socialism. And of course, he made it sound like the freaking best thing ever. Everyone gets a fair share. You have 2 cows, your neighbor gets 1, everybody's equal. It's awesome, it's great, it's fair, sounds awesome. So even still, I never supported gay marriage, and I never considered myself a feminist, at least one in the modern day. I had a lot of gay friends and a lot of feminist friends, and I'd find myself always ending up in these really awkward conversations with both of those about the things that I don't agree with. So being kind of naive, I always considered myself a socialist. I always called myself a socialist in high school. But that kind of began to change my senior year of high school. When I had my dreadlocks, being a white girl. It confused me being bullied by a group of black girls because of my hair. I was like, what? Aren't we equal? Why can't I have dreads? As this went on, girls around me who called themselves feminists, they would talk about rape, even blatantly saying girls can't rape, women can't rape. And I lost a ton of friends because I disagreed with that statement. One former friend told me her rape story, which I didn't ask for, and I was explaining to her that I still was not a feminist. I still don't understand what that even has to do with anything. And even so, even if that did happen, doubt it, it doesn't constitute the demonizing of all men. It does constitute only the demonizing of rapists. So she and everyone else I knew began to kind of reject me because I wouldn't support feminism, I wouldn't support the gay marriage, I wouldn't support transgenderism. Transgenderism. When I refused to call a girl a boy or share a bathroom with the boy because I was uncomfortable, I was the one being asinine. I didn't think that was fair. And I began to realize that people's idea of what a rebel is pretty much just being the exact same as every person in an alternative group. I began to realize that most of the intolerance that I was experiencing weren't from religious Christians or cis people or white people or cops. It was from atheists and party kids and LGBT people and blacks. I looked like them, but I pretty much didn't support a thing that they stood for or that they believed in. When I discovered I was anti-feminist, I lost all of my feminist friends. When I decided to become clean and stop doing drugs, I lost most of my junkie friends. When I came out and did not support the LGBT community, I lost most of my LGBT friends. When I came out as conservative Republican, I basically had no one left. And the things that they tried to teach us in school about tolerance and anti-bullying would involve like anti-bully campaigns, but also just outright demonizing Trump and demonizing conservative values. And it shocked me when I went to a public school in a purple state with kids of all different kinds of backgrounds. Like, how can they talk about anti-bullying when now all the conservative Christian kids all now feel targeted? That's bullying. It hit me in the face like a backpack covered in hummus when I realized that the tolerant left does not tolerate anyone or anything that does not perfectly align with their beliefs. All the time I thought I was one of them, just because I looked like them. I never was, really. And I'm grateful that I was self-aware enough and brave enough to stick to what I believe in, instead of conforming to their ideology just to be accepted. I thought the whole point of outcasts, of being an outcast and part of the whole outcast group, was not caring what anyone else thought. We were outcasts because we were not accepted by anyone else. So I wasn't accepted by the popular kids, I wasn't accepted by the oppressed, I wasn't accepted by the outcasts, and I wasn't accepted by my liberal school. And you know what I don't accept? Things that I don't understand. My inner socialist does not accept inequality and unfairness. Anything immoral or illogical or pointless, I don't accept, so I chose to walk away. I'm so glad that I was literally willing to die before I was willing to change, because most people will conform. They will agree with the immoral and the illogical just because it's easy and it's in touch with their emotions, so it feels right, and they'll be accepted in the end. You see it with these kids today. They say things just because everyone else is saying it. I guarantee you, the next person that says F Trump, ask them why. Ask them why they don't like Trump. They don't know why they don't like Trump. Just all of their friends don't like Trump. They don't know why. And the kids growing up by the internet are being raised by the internet. It's so easy to control people when you're behind the media targeting underdeveloped millennial minds. She was just dancing. Why I became a sex worker as a teen. You won't believe what her BF did to her. Follow if you're older than 12. Like if you're not racist. You allow kids to corrupt their mind with biased information and one-sided perspectives and sex and at a young age, and this is what they'll grow up to be.
Yes. Be my bully. Boom. You're an icon, Desmond. Hi, I'm Desmond's Amazing. It's okay to do drag at a young age. I feel for other kids that don't have the support of their parents. I feel very happy to have a mom that accepts me. If you're getting bullied, pay the haters no mind, and just be yourself always, no matter what anyone says.
Like in 3 seconds, or this will be in your bed tonight.
If you're getting bullied, pay the haters no mind, and just be yourself always, no matter what anyone says.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did, Desmond. Thank you. Good luck with your ABCs. And once I made that conversion, I was able to see so much more clearly the hatred of the left. These people think they're rebels. They're not rebels. They're sheep.
Do you actually think you're a rebel? You're not a rebel. You're fucking psychotic.
I refused to succumb to their intolerant beliefs and their bully tactics and their victimhood and their tendency to categorize. Being a rebel is not dressing up in crazy clothes and piercing your nipple. It's standing up for what you believe, and even if everyone else condemns you for it. Being a rebel is going against your instincts, rebelling against yourself, and quitting the need to do drugs. Being a rebel is rebelling against your urge to throw a backpack covered in hummus at a girl who's not even looking like a coward. Being a rebel is not rebelling against society. It's rebelling against yourself and your urge to conform to society for selfish reasons, I should add. Being a rebel is committing yourself to one partner even though your natural instincts is to live a polyamorous lifestyle. Being tempted to make a decision that you know is immoral, but it's easy, and still making the harder right. So be a rebel and hashtag walk away.